Okay, so as anti-Israel protesters continue to show defiance on Columbia's campus, an Israeli Defense Forces combat medic and former Miss Israel, Noah Cochva, was also at the university today protesting for the release of hostages still being held by Hamas. The IDF combat medic served on the front lines of the Israel-Hamas war since October 7th, treating wounded soldiers and civilians. While she was participating in a rally for Israel on March 30th in Times Square, Cochva was actually assaulted by a pro-Palestine protester. A demonstrator threw her down, her Israel flag down, and hit her in the face with the end of a flagpole. She joins me now in a Fox Business exclusive. Noah, thank you for being here today and sharing your experience. Can you just take me back to that moment when you're in Times Square and one of these protesters, throws your flag to the ground? What were you feeling in that moment? How were people reacting?
I feel like the first thing is I just saw his hate towards me. Like this person has no idea who I am. He's never met me. All he can see is just that the fact that I'm Israeli, that I'm a Jewish, and just like I saw the hate in his eyes, and it was like awful to me. Just like when I look back at these moments, it took me like a few days to get over just the fact that someone hit me because I'm a Jewish.
Right.
And just like things like that happened years ago in Germany, and we can't let things like that happen.
How did anyone that was around you react? Were they shocked that something just so visceral happened right in front of them?
Yeah, they were shocked. I was there with a lot of Israelis, and they were all actually trying to protect me because I was the only girl there. And then all of a sudden he just came and hit me, and everyone was just shocked because there's so many people there. Just why use violence?
Right.
So everyone was like really confused.
So you were at the rally today in support of bringing the hostages home, which I think often it now feels like it's getting lost that there are still people who are being held. But you've also been on the front lines. You've treated IDF soldiers. You have treated wounded civilians from Gaza. Do you think if these protesters like this person who attacked you saw what you've seen, if it would impact their behavior, their point of view at all?
I hope it will, because actually when we were at the pro-Palestinian protest, a lot of them recognized me, and they were like calling me names like Miss Genocide, Miss Baby Killer. And the thing is that they don't know that Israel is doing anything to not hurt civilians. Like every combat medic in the IDF is taking an oath to save every person's life, no matter if he's a loved one or if he is an enemy. And the combat medic treated Palestinians, and we treated Gaza civilians. And if these people knew that I never participated in any activity or something, and I had weapon on me just to protect myself if something happened, because after October 7th, everyone should have the right to protect themselves, especially if you're near Gaza and you're close to the border. So I feel like if these people knew that Israel is literally doing anything, and if they saw what I saw, so many, even people that Gaza civilians that we helped them were cursing. And can you imagine, we are helping, we're providing medical care to people that don't really have a lot of medical care right now.
Right.
And they are just treating us badly because of the fact that we are from the IDF.
Yeah. Well, so I think one of the frustrations, I'm sure the criticisms that you're hearing all the time, not just you as a medic, right, but why Israel is continuing, and there are civilians dying in Gaza, and, not all civilians in Gaza are Hamas terrorists. So what's your reaction? What do you want to say to those people who have that perspective?
I want to say to those people that we should always remember that right now there's hostages, 133 hostages that are being held for 7 months already, 203 days, and are being tortured, starved. We don't even know if they're alive because Hamas won't provide anything about them. And the thing is that everyone should know that once we will get our hostages back and we will remove Hamas from power, everything will stop. We didn't want this war. We never wanted a war. We want peace, actually. Israel always tries to make peace with our surrounding countries. And the fact is that these people need to know that we never wanted this war to happen. All we want is our hostages back. It's been way too long. We really need them back home. We need to bring them home.
Peace. That's the message. You know, you have such a diverse background. I myself was a pageant queen. I understand the power that your voice can have. I'm sure it's never something that you expected when winning the title of Miss Israel, but being able to use that and your experiences to send that message of peace. Appreciate your time today, Noah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. Let's bring them home.
Yes, well said.